Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Nolan and welcome back to Project Ozone. In the last episode, we finished up the Erebus and then came back here and did a bunch of quests. We did a bunch of the... Oh, I don't even remember what quest we were doing. We were doing the... we were doing the solar quests. The solar flux. And we have this guy now, solar panel 8. Which currently has 86 million RF stored because I'm not really using anything. I think this episode we're going to tear this down and kind of expand the machines a little bit and start getting more power stuff. I want to have a crescent hammer, but the other thing we're going to be doing is more quests, more crafting today. It's going to be a lot of the episodes for the time being. I think today we are going to focus on, last time we said we were going to focus on this section. I think we're going to do all of the ME stuff. We're going to get an ME system set up, and we might even look into some other things. But otherwise, I'm looking at what else we can do. We can definitely go to the Deep Dark and the Last Millennium, make RF tool stuff. That'd be kind of fun. But really, we just kind of have to wait. To get into more adventure stuff. Going to the Erebus or the Twilight or wherever is usually a good way to kind of break up the crafting. The crafting, I understand, gets kind of boring. It's kind of repetitive. But it is something I want to do on camera. I do want to show off all of the quests and all of the crafting for a lot of the stuff on camera. Just because that's a personal peeve of mine with a lot of YouTube series. But yeah, so that is something we're going to be doing. Resonant. Alright, so we can get the resonant ducts empties, and we'll just have to make them. So what's the recipe for this? Destabilized redstone. That's all we need. Okay. Let's go ahead and get some of those. So we get a stack of those. And that would be 2 stacks of redstone. So 1, 2. Oh hey, I still had another set of dimensional transceivers to go ahead and process. So 14 blocks. We'll just come over here and let this run. So let's get the 2 pieces and then the 14. And we'll go ahead and do that. Let that go for a little bit. The other thing I want to do, so we are going to be setting up an ME system down here. But I don't like these blocks. Not for what we want to do. So what we're going to do, one, we're going to put an elevator right here. I'm going to go ahead and put a piece of dirt underneath that. And honestly seal it up a little bit. So we're going to need, whoops, not right there, never mind. It's right on this torch. So let's move that. And we'll put an elevator there and then up top as well. Do I have any elevators in here? No, but I believe it's just wool and ender pearl. So nothing too difficult. But if we can get an ME system going today, that would be kind of awesome. So I want another elevator. And we'll put one here and here. So that'll just be to quickly travel. Now we are going to want, let's hit F7. I do something like this. We are going to want to get a lot of this space cleared out. I don't know how far we can go over. We're going to find out. I'm still using a flint shovel. Could make a better shovel. Probably should, but oh well. We don't need all that much space down here, but we do need a bit of space. And let's see. We have plenty of space this direction, so what we'll do is we'll just kind of go this way. and put a torch there. Let's see, it's like 5-ish. And that looks like good enough. Cool. So just clearing out some of this area, mostly just to put an AE system down here. We're going to be, I'm going to change the dirt to something else, but just clearing out this. I probably should have done this off camera. Whoops. I wasn't really planning on that. So we are going to be using laboratory blocks because I like the way they look for all of this. For our like clean room for the AE system. And let's kind of make these torches a little bit better. So do something like that. Not too bad. And then we'll have, right here is where the terminal is going to be. So let's get into some of the stuff. So we want some quartz. I want a piece of nether quartz, and I want some stone. We need 8 stone. Also going to throw all of this in there. So laboratory walls. Let's also get a chisel so that we can look at all this stuff. So we will do, I think I want this one. Let's see how all of these look. Large enamel tiled or enameled wall. That's not bad, but let's take a look at this as well, because I believe this is the large enameled tile. I like the left better, but we could also do clear panel or fuzzy panel. Let's do clear panel. Let's see what this looks like. I like that better. Decisions. Once we figure out what we like, once I figure what I like, I can just go ahead and EMC it all. Ooh, I like that. Alright, let's do the fuzzy panel. So what we gotta do is just do something like this. Turn them all to fuzzy panels, and then we'll do that. And let's make something to make our life easier. I believe there is an item called an what is it called? I know it's resonant. It's not in this mod pack. Never mind. There's an item that's like a resonant exchanger. Yeah, there's exchangers which will let you replace blocks with other blocks. It's really kind of cool stuff. Let's get like a couple stacks of these, and we'll come down here and let's just do some work with the laboratory blocks. I want them on the ground, everything. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So right there-ish. Should be good. So yeah, I'm going to do a lot of the walls and stuff off camera. But at the very least, I'll get this started with the floor, and we'll make the AE system down here. Okay, we got some repair on that. Oopsie. I don't foresee us having to go much farther, so I'm not going to worry about that. But, yeah, so we'll put the ME system down here. We'll put the disk drives and all that fun stuff all down here. And that'll let us have plenty of room in the little house to put the terminals and all that fun stuff. So we'll get the auto crafting and everything set up. The only thing that I don't know that will get set up today is the AE2 and Project E compatibility stuff. I don't remember what the mod is called. EMC crystals. Yeah, these things. Equivalent Energistics. That's what it is. We need to make one of these in order to. I think the condensers make the crystals, because you can't make the crystals otherwise. You can't take them out of an ME system or anything like that. So it's kind of butts, but we will deal with it. And honestly, I think I just did this and I don't think I like that. I think I want to do the enameled wall. Yeah. So I'm going to change that later. We'll still get stuff set up. So let's get some enameled walls. Because definitely that looks better. And as we make stuff, we'll replace stuff. But I do want to go ahead and learn that. Anyways, we've wasted enough time doing all of the... Let's get the... There we go. We wasted enough time, so let's go ahead and get into some quests and get to work. So, last time, like I said, we did all of the solar flux. One thing I want to see if we can do real quick is the heart containers. We need to make 10 green, 10 yellow, and 9 red heart containers. So let's take a look at the heart containers. Heart canisters, rather. So we need 9 of these. So we need necrotic bones, jeweled apples, empty canisters. Let's get... We have jeweled apples. We need 9 of these. As well as we need the empty canisters. I don't know. No, so that's 10, I believe. Or aluminum. Let's use the aluminum because that'll be easier. So 2, 3, 4. There's the empty canister. So let's get a bunch of those. And I don't believe we have... Yeah, we have 1 red heart canister. That's it. So we need miniature red hearts. I should have a decent amount of these lying around the base. So in here, we don't have any. But let's take a look. That's my to-do list. I don't have anything in there. Whoops. Let's see. We need necrotic bones as well. And any hearts that we see. There's necrotic bones. So we can go ahead and make 5 of those. Oh, because we only have 5 of the red hearts. So there's 5. We don't have any more red hearts lying around. I don't see any, unfortunately. Well, we can turn some of these yellow ones into reds. We need literally 1 more. So the only way to get the hearts is by killing enemies. We can see if we can't get a few over here. Let's try to get stuff. Alright, the creeper doesn't want to come over here. Hey, creeper. So did we get any? No. Alright, so we can also... Oh, we have 9. Oh, because... Yeah, it wants you to have 9. It doesn't necessarily want you to make 9. So there's 9 red hearts. Now we need 10 yellow hearts, which take 10 red hearts. And then the greens also take 10 yellows. So we need a lot of yellow hearts. We're going to get more relatively soon. So we could go ahead and make a few, but not really going to be able to do much with them. So let's put, let's just, we have 8 more. We can make 9. That is something we could do. I really thought I had more of the hearts than I do. But, oh well. Because these don't have EMC, do the green ones? No. But the green ones are craftable. Red ones are craftable into yellow. So let's do 9 more. In fact, that's all we can do. So something like this. And then to get this upgraded into red, to the yellow, we need notch apple. So we need an apple and a couple gold blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So a lot of EMC to get the notch apples, but we'll learn that. And we'll get 9 of those. That's going to eat the EMC. And we'll go ahead and make yellow heart canisters. So there's 9 of those. We'll get the last one later. But for now, do not shift click craft these. Well, I have been, so whatever. We need to just get some more hearts. We'll do that later. Not too big of a deal. We'll get more when we go to Galacticraft. So let's take a look in our quest book and see what we need to do next. So we need to make an ME controller, an ME drive, and an ME crafting terminal. So let's look up ME drive, ME controller, ME crafting terminal. So the ME controller is pure flux crystal, skystone, and engineering. So we get the engineering processor pretty easily. We can get the flux crystals, but we need to turn them into the pure ones. That requires flux essence, which luckily we have plenty of. Let's just break them like this. And we will set up the farms relatively soon again. We're going to get some stuff that we're going to need a lot of. That should be more than enough. So let's do this. Put that in there. We have the 4 crystals, but I want to go ahead and learn one, just in case we ever need it again. We can burn that, and we just need skystone, which should be somewhere in here. I think we have some skystone lying around. If we don't, then we'll have to, we'll have to make some a little bit, but some a little bit. We'll have to cook it up, but that's about it. Alright, and we can also grab our resonant flux ducts are done. So let us craft the ME controller, and we'll go ahead and learn that. That's another one of those blocks, 62, and there's nowhere near that. But it requires skystone blocks, which is a bit of a pain. So then the next thing is the ME drive. So in order to make this, we need iron, glass cable, and 2 engineering processors. So 2 of these. I don't know that I've made glass cable. I have. Let's just get a stack of that because we're going to want a lot of it. And then iron. And again, we'll just get a stack of it because it's easier. So there's the ME drive. We'll learn that. And then the last thing is the crafting terminal, which requires a calculation processor, crafting table, and an ME terminal, which requires illumination panel, formation and annihilation cores, logic processors, quartz glass, glowstone, redstone, lots of stuff. But none of it's that difficult. So redstone, we're going to need, let's just get a bunch of processors. And we also need a crafting table. And that should be pretty much it. So we need to get the formation cores, we need flux, dust, and nether quartz. I forgot about that. I think we need 2 of these and 2 of these. So I believe it's like, oh wait, no, it's annihilation cores, and then it's the Certus quartz for, does it matter? Yes, it does. For the formation cores. So let's go ahead and learn these. Oh, I already did. Whoops. Oh well. So that should be all the things we need there. And we just need the illumination panel. We get 3 of those, which is fine because we're going to want to use all 3 of them. And then we just do, so there's an ME terminal and crafting terminal is a calculation processor, like so. So that's pretty much it. We're gonna get some stuff. What has more AMC? Glowstone, by far. So we're gonna take the glowstone, and yeah, we can go ahead and get something set up. So let's, first of all, let's break this and dig down a little bit. So we're gonna want to run some glass cables right up here, and do something like so. We can put the crafting terminal. Unfortunately, it doesn't have any EMC, but we can do something like this. And we can honestly get rid of this guy. We can pick this guy up and move it to the corner for right now. And it cleans up this area a little bit. We'll get rid of the end cake at some point in the near future. But this will come down like so. We can put our controller right there. We'll put something like this, and actually that'll be power. We'll do something like this to do a whole bunch. I'm gonna make this look nicer off camera. We can put that there, and then we just need to run power. So let's grab the resonant, and we will come out the back of here. And you know, I think I'm gonna leave that there. So let's just come underneath. That looks like an output. And we'll run it down here and across. Kind of ugly, but we'll run it down. And if I can stop misclicking, then things will be a little bit easier. Now, do something like this, and we will actually make this a little bit nicer. Cool. So that's not too bad. I'll clean things up a little bit off camera, I think. But unfortunately, this is going to have to be like this, unless I run the cable over here, which I could do. So that's a hatchet. Let's come back into this area, and I just want to see where this leads, because I can run the cable right here. So once we get on stable ground, yeah, so we could do the controller over here and then like, I don't know, I'll figure it out. Like I said, I will make things look a little bit nicer later. But anyways, we have more quests to do. So, whoopsie, I accidentally hit the Windows key. So sorry about that. Give me 1 second. There we go. So let's grab our quest book. And is there anything here that I really want to get rid of? Not really right now. Alright, so what do we have next that it wants us to make? So advanced inscriber, moving to automation. This will allow you to look into your networks, maybe, I don't know. So we need to get a network tool. So let's get rid of all of this and network tool. How do we make this? So it's an illumination panel, calculation processor, a wrench, and a chest. So this is super easy. There's a chest, and nether quartz. Why not? That's why. Let's do Certus quartz because it's a little cheaper. We just need 5 of these, and there's that chest, panel, and calculation. There's a network tool. So let's grab our wood and get rid of that. Cool. So next thing is the storage. So we need to have, I would recommend having an AE system with a bit of automation. This should get you 10 of the largest storage drives if my math is correct. So yeah, you need a lot of storage drives to get these guys. So that's going to be annoying, but what we can go ahead and do, let's get a bunch of these, and let's take a look at storage. So in order to get the high tier storage, so once let's make these, we need to have the ME storage component, which is a bunch of this stuff, which unfortunately only the 1Ks have EMC. So let's get 3 stacks of these, so that we can make whatever we can. And let's see, we need redstone, quartz glass, and calculation processors. So redstone, I'm gonna get rid of that. Can't get rid of that. I need the calculation processors, and we need quartz glass. Probably need more. So let's go ahead and do 4K. Do a stack of those. And then next is 16K. We can do 16 of those. We need what more? Glowstone. And we can do a little bit more of those. So let's go ahead and do that. And then next is 64K. And I think that's where we're going to stop. So let's go ahead and make the 64K into storage. And we can come down here and start storing things. We just put all of these in here. We now have storage. So anything that doesn't have EMC, I'm going to go ahead and put in here, and we'll get to it later. Let's clean out our inventory. I'm going to move all my stuff later into there, but we need to make some more things. So advanced inscriber could be cool, but I don't think that's going to be super necessary. So let's go ahead and make it though. Advanced inscriber requires an inscriber iron engineering. So inscriber engineering processors, iron ingots, and hoppers. So nothing too difficult. So let's go ahead and make this. And we'll get a reward bag. We'll learn it. And yeah, so what else do we have? Need storage unit. So if we want to keep a bunch of items, we have deep storage units that we can use. But let's see all units. So we need 64K crafting storage, crafting monitor, crafting coprocessor, crafting unit. So let's look at the auto crafting stuff for applied Energistics. So we need to get the crafting unit. That is not too bad. We need processors. Let's just get a stack of each. Let's actually get a few more stacks of those. We're going to need cables, and I think that's it for this. So these guys have EMC, so that's all I'm gonna do. We need crafting coprocessor, which requires a engineering processor, so not too bad. And then we need 64K storage, so we need to get a 64K upgrade. So let's get 1K storage, and we need redstone, glowstone, all that fun stuff. Quartz glass, I think, was the last thing. So let's get this, and then upgrade it more. And we got 2 of them. That's fine. So we'll make 1. We need a crafting unit. Actually, I think we need 2, right? Yes. So let's get 2 of these. So there's the 64K. We can learn that. Now my question is, can I... Ooh, you can uncraft those. That's good to know. That might be a decent way around not being able to get more of the higher tier stuff. So if you make the 64Ks, you can uncraft them. It might not be the best for EMC, but whatever. If it's easier on quest line, that's better for me anyways. Oh, we need a storage monitor, which is a level emitter, which is a redstone torch. Which I don't have. Huh. I don't know why I grabbed more redstone, but let's get a stick. And we'll get the redstone torch, learn it. Let's see, level emitter. We'll learn that. And then storage monitor, which I don't remember what this one does, so let's take a look real quick. Oh, I know what those are. Okay, not something we want to do. So we just do storage monitor and crafting unit. We get a crafting monitor, which basically just tells you what a processor is crafting. So we can learn that. Not too bad. And I think that should be that quest. We're going to get another 64 crafting storage and some rewards. So let us clean our inventory out again. And you know what? Let's... Decision time. So if we want to get auto crafting going, we need a little bit more. I'm going to go ahead and throw this stuff in here because we don't need it right now. But I do believe the next quest is, interface and molecular assembler. We need 5 molecular assemblers. So let's see. How do we make these? Oh, we need to get 1 of them, and we have to craft 5 of them. So let's get formation cores, and annihilation cores. I believe it's iron, quartz glass, and a crafting bench. So nothing too bad. So quartz glass, get that, and 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't really care because we're gonna EMC these, but that's the quest. So pop those in there, and we'll probably want more, but we just need to grab. I don't know why I did that. We need most of that stuff for the interface. So the interface is iron, glass, and formation annihilation cores. So we'll just grab one glass and iron ingot. So we'll make the interface, we'll learn it, and that should be that quest. We're gonna get a bunch of stuff, including the wireless stuff. But I don't really care too much about wireless. Not gonna be something I plan on using. We might eventually, but let's see, that could be, we'll EMC anything that can, and everything else we will put in here. So cool. We have a basic ME system set up. So I want to make a few more things that wasn't in the quest. At least I didn't see it. And yeah, so we'll make a few more things that aren't in the quest, and then we will go on and do some other things just for the rest of the episode. So one of the things I want to make is there are different monitors. So fluid storage, gas storage, don't really care about those. What is it called? It is a pattern terminal. So we need a crafting terminal again and an engineering processor, which means we need a bunch of stuff because this stuff doesn't have EMC, unfortunately. So quartz glass, glowstone, iron, the cores, all of that stuff, and redstone, glowstone. What else are we gonna need? We're gonna need some processors. We're gonna need engineering. We're gonna need all the processors. We're gonna need some quartz glass and crafting table. Yeah, that was too long of a look for that. So illumination panels, let's make a few of those. And then we need to do this. ME terminal. I want to say this is used for something else. So let's see uses of this. That's ME chest. Don't care about that stuff. ME crafting terminal. That's used just for the pattern terminal. So, okay, maybe not. So crafting bench and calculation processor, I believe. That's how you get the crafting terminal, and then that with an engineering gives you a pattern terminal. So that's gonna go right here, and then honestly, I think that's all we're gonna need. So let's actually move these. We'll put this here. And what this is gonna allow us to do is make blank patterns and stuff like that. So I don't know if blank patterns are something we can do. If we get some Certus quartz, let's just get normal. We should be able to make a blank pattern, and we'll learn that. And yeah, so blank patterns are what we're going to be using to auto craft and all that. I'm going to get the ME system set up a little bit better, get things organized kind of the way I want it, and we'll come back in the next episode to finish that off. But and I'll kind of clean up my base a little bit. But for now, let us continue doing some stuff. So first of all, I want to start moving some of this stuff. So we have all these machines that had stuff in it. Oh yeah, the upgrades. Those are EMC-able. And honestly, anything that has EMC, we're gonna give to the machine. We'll give to the table, and go from there. So I'm gonna pick up all my machines, and we're gonna move them around a little bit. Almost lost that one. So let's just kind of look. Hardened energy cells we don't need anymore. Looks like none of this stuff has power, so whatever. This is solar panel 3. Let's remove this, and we'll put this there. That should speed it up a little bit, because it's gonna get more power. And yeah, I need to figure out something to do with this stuff, because, well, honestly, I don't really need all this CMC, but we should be able to turn the solar panel 3 into EMC, and then we'll just kind of, let's see, output there, and we'll just run a cable along like so. And like so. So we get, you know, redstone furnace, pulverizer, induction smelter. The energetic infuser can go right here. Magma crucible. If we set output there, and then like so. And we have alloy smelter. Let's see, enrichment chamber. I don't like that. I don't like this corner, so let's come down here and do more of the mechanism stuff. We have a sag mill, alloy smelter, soul binder, and then the slice and splice. So that looks halfway decent. And it definitely looks better. Let's actually grab the mechanism stuff. And we'll go this side for mechanism. So we can just do this. And then as we need to expand, we can. Cool. So a lot of stuff we can start picking up. Can I? No. Those break super slow. So yeah, basically anything we need to put EMC, we can do in there. And we're pretty much done making, using the crescent hammer for now, so I guess the next thing I want to do, and kind of for the rest of the episode, we are going to look at some more quests. We could do mechanism stuff, we could, but I think what I want to do is, in this immersive technology, I want to work through all of this stuff. So we need to make qubit cluster level 5. This is all QuantumFlux stuff, and it is really, really cool stuff, but it's super expensive. So we need to make this qubit cluster level 5. We need amplification crystals and qubit level 4, 3, 2s, 1s. And I think everything but this qubit crystal. So we need redstone. We need quartz. And diamond. And what else? That's it. So let's go ahead and make this. Nether quartz, not Certus quartz. Alright, so now let's make this. We only need to make one. We'll learn it. So those are 2,000, which is considerably less. Oh, I guess there's one diamond and it's divided by 4. So we need the qubit level 1. We need the iron casing, so it's what? 2, 4, 6. Oh, 7. Okay, it's about the same. So let's get some steel. 2, 3. We need the iron casing. 1, 2, 3. And we can burn that up. And we should be able to make the qubit level 1s. So we need more of those. And I'm thinking 8,000, 8,000. Yeah, that should be good. So do something like this. We'll make the qubit level 2s. I'll go ahead and learn that. Let's go ahead and burn that guy up. And then qubit level 3s. Now these all just store energy, and they store quite a bit of energy. But qubit level 3 goes into 1, qubit level 4. And we can get rid of the amplification crystals. I could not say that word. So we need 3 more of these. And we should be able to get the 5. So we'll learn it, and there's the quest. So, claim reward. Ooh, it's an epic, cool. So I'm gonna just dump it in. Don't plan on using it, so that's all for that. Item magnet. I want to go ahead and make this. So we need some steel and redstone. Actually, I don't. Draconic Evolution has a magnet that I would like to have, which we'll get relatively soon. But we need to do RF Entangler. Next, where is that? Right here. So, level 3, some manganalloy, and then this stuff, which redstone blocks, lapis blocks, gold blocks, and diamond blocks. So, I can spell block. We need a diamond block, we need some gold, redstone, and we need lapis in block form. So let's learn that for 1. And then we can make the ZBQ-7, which is super expensive. And then we need a qubit level 3. It's QUI. I had no idea how to spell it. So we needed level 3. We need a bunch of steel and a piece of redstone. And redstone. So we'll make the manganalloy. We'll learn that, and then we'll get it again, and then we should be able to make the RF Entangler. What are we missing? We're missing, we're missing the crystals. So we need 2 of these, and now we should be able to make this. So there's that. These things are so expensive, but there is that. What does this item do? Provides power to the red flux field. So it has an internal buffer, provides an infinite amount of RF per tick. What does that mean? If I just place it down, does it? It doesn't really do anything. But I believe if I place it here, I'm trying to think. Let's grab something. Let's grab a qubit cluster level 1. So I think if I put this down, no, I have no idea what it does. but it stores way too much energy. Provides power to the red flux field. I guess it is, no idea. Anyways, we learned it. Let's drop all this stuff in there. And I'm going to keep this QB thing on me until we can need it later. So, 0-point extractor is the next thing to make. It requires, that qubit level 2 amplification crystals. So we need 2 of these. Level 2. We need qubit crystals and then some steel. So this should be pretty easy. The 0-point extractor extractor generates RF from a localized region of space-time. Oh, so this is power generator. So if we just place it down, it generates power. So it's kind of cool, but not really something I'm going to use. We have solar panels and we have a reactor. So next thing is the RF exciter and the exciter upgrade. So exciter upgrades right here. It's just some darkstone, redstone, and qubit crystal. So darkstone, qubit. Let's just grab a bunch of these. And redstone. I think it was just 1, right? No, 2 redstone. And then the other thing is the actual piece, which is right here. Pulls RF from the, which requires the iron casing, ender pearl, and the stuff I already have. So let's grab ender pearl, the casing, and we should be able to make both of these now. So that made 4 of those, and then we do this, and we get 2 of them. And we'll get the reward bag. Cool, so there's that. Let's go ahead and throw this stuff in here. I'll keep most of the other stuff on me. Let's put that guy in there. And we are finally to the quest I was trying to get to, which is imaginary time. We need to make 4 imaginary time blocks. These things are powerful. They require growth pulsars. This is going to be fun to make. But they're cheaper. Oops. Let's actually just do imaginary time. So these are cheaper EMC wise than the cost to make them, because these growth pulsars are kind of insane. So I guess my first question is, do I have any fertilizer? But I don't think so, so let's go ahead and make we got 6. Is that enough? That is enough, because I'm only going to make 1 growth pulsar. So next we need the VCO. We need a bunch of VCO so that we can make 2, 3, 4 VCO blocks. And we're going to learn one of these massive VCO, and we're going to burn those. Fertilizer, unfortunately, we probably have some, but whatever. It doesn't matter too much. It's not too hard to get. So we need, do we have to craft these, or yes? So that's fine. Once we get the growth pulsars, it should be a lot easier. Last thing we need is this lily pad of fertility, which requires lily pad, magical fertilizer, floral fertilizer, and then the rich phytogrow. So don't have any lily pads. Let's come over here. Let's get some nature seeds, and I'm gonna go ahead and grow a bunch of these. Should not take that long. Nature seeds are one of the ways to get lily pads. It's the easiest way I know of. And these are going to grow better at day. But I realize that as I look at the clock, that time is kind of getting close for us to stop. I want to go ahead and make the imaginary time blocks, and then we're going to expand some stuff next time. We're going to expand the farm. In fact, I think we're going to make a few things and then go to another dimension to expand the farm. So I think this will be enough. Usage. Yes, we got 8 lily pads. That's all we need. So let's fly over here. And I'm going to learn them. We just need 1. We need fertilizer. For fertilizer, we have the magical fertilizer is kind of expensive, but it's a diamond and some bone meal. 3, 4, and then some Magnesium. And we'll get 4 of those. And then we need the rich Phytogrow. How do we make that? That is sawdust, niter, and slag, or niter, charcoal, and rich slag. In order to get rich slag, we can take an ore and I'm trying to remember what the best way to do this was. Shiny ore with cinnabar. Now, cinnabar you can get from pulverizing redstone ore. So let's see ores. We could always just do gold ore or something like that. So we have gold ore. We also have emerald ore. So if we look at the uses for this, if we use this, so pulverizing gives us cinnabar chances, 20% rich slag with sand. So let's get sand, and let's use the induction smelter and hope for some rich slag. Cool. So we just need the 1. So let's throw the gold in there, and so we have the rich slag. We need, I really should remember this, niter and pulverized charcoal. So do we have charcoal? No, but we can get wood. We can come over here, cook it, get some charcoal. I'm going to learn the charcoal before I pulverize it, just because. And then pulverized charcoal, and then we just need some niter, which if we have, we should have some niter lying around actually. I'm thinking it should be blitzes. Yeah, right there, plenty of niter. So it's just these 3 to get the rich Phytogrow, and then these 4 things. Evidently it is shaped, not that, lily pad of fertility, so it's like this. No, there we go, lily pad of fertility. And then we put that with the massive VCO blocks and the fertilizer. And if we do it correctly, we get the growth repulsor. Awesome. So we need a few more of these. We need 2 for each. So we need, right, we need 2? Yeah, so we need 8 for 4. Then we need the Z, these things. We need 4 of these. We need energized crystals, which is another star. Ugh. So we need another star for this stuff. That does give us 4 though, so that's okay. Growth pulsars. We need energize. We need a few more of these. We need what? 12 more? And then what's the thing that I lost? The ZBQ things. And then Magnaloy. 1, 2, 3, 4. And Magnaloy. Let's just get a stack of that. So something like this will be the imaginary time blocks, and there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'll learn it because these things are so powerful. I believe they affect a 7x7 area around themselves, and what they do is amazing. But let's claim the reward. We've completed that line of quests. We'll put that in there. That in there. We'll put those in there, and I'm going to show off real quick what one of these does, and then we're going to open the loot bags and call the episode. So we just put this over here. You do need to give it power, so let's grab a solar panel. Why not? And let's just grab a whole bunch of, I don't know, Enderium seeds. So just place these down, and they pretty much instantly grow. That's what this does. It speeds up the growth ticks of everything to make it insane. So my plan is next time, we're going to continue doing quests. We're going to set up some auto crafting in here. And then we are going to head to the last millennium. We're going to build the last millennium out. And we're going to potentially start looking at farming in the last millennium. Pretty much any of the blocks that we need. So all the magical crops, which, by the way, there's a lot. But some of the ones of note that are difficult to get otherwise include... I believe these draconium. That's a nice one. Basically anything that doesn't have EMC we'll probably want to grab. I don't think we're going to do that in the last millennium. I think we're just going to set that up over here. We're going to find whatever we want to make and have some farms. We'll just expand that way a little bit, and that'll be good enough for now. We'll go from there. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I know it went a little long. We got a lot done though. We have an ME system going. Now we just need to get it up and running to where I can use it. And we'll get some automation and all of that fun stuff here soon. So yeah, we'll go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!